Oh, hey, we are up and running tonight.
Absolutely. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, pretty good. Hey, welcome to everybody on Rumble again. I see we got three that have started to chime in there. That's got about a 2-minute delay, so just so everybody knows. But hey, welcome to our Rumble viewers as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
We finally figured it out.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, one cap. How you doing tonight? Waylon Turnus, good to see you on there. Dan Brown, all the way over there from Dickinson. Greetings from one of the Western Edge MVEs. Yes, sir. Glad to have you on, Dan.
Love that.
Well, I tell you what, I suppose we should start things out like we do every show, and that's
Yep.
with our Second Amendment. And of course, it's under attack each and every day, as we're going to go over tonight. Second Amendment of the United States Constitution, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And we start every show like that. You know, we started that over a year ago at a little bitty radio station up there in Mandan, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yep.
For Gun Day Monday.
No, it's every day's gun day for us anyways. But
That's right. Every day is a Gun Day Monday for us.
Friday now specifically. What Fridays? Yeah, we're on KFYR radio.
KFYR Friday, 8:15 Central, 7:15 Mountain. Tune in 5:50 a.m. every single Friday morning.
Appreciate Todd Mitchell for giving us that opportunity.
Yeah, I do too. It's and I think Todd has a good time too. I notice a lot of times he's looking up stuff anymore too. So.
Oh, just kidding.
What's that?
I said, how couldn't he have a good time?
Wow, that's right. No, we are going to get him on here as a guest. We said we would. I think we'll try to do that after the first of the year, but I will definitely have Todd on. And
yeah.
I think him and I I'm just going to have to come up there and try to help him with his guys get the video stream going when we get on every Friday morning. There's still an issue within their system, but we'll get it figured out.
It's their system, you figure.
I think it is. I mean,
okay.
I really do.
I'm just saying.
Well, we were able to get it to work on his home computer,
right?
But we can't get it to work on their system there at the station. So
Clay and I, we got our queue set up. But we're gonna do some. If something happens, it's breaking news. We're gonna hit it real quick. If you haven't heard, there was a shooting in the University of Las Vegas, Nevada today in Las Vegas. I just checked before we came on. Some are saying 3 dead, and other ones are just saying 3 casualties. The person who did the shooting is dead, and there was, eyewitness people there they interviewed said there was more shooting after the initial main shooter, whatever you want to call him. Was either he offed himself or the law enforcement got him, but they heard more shots after that. So Clay and I aren't going to speculate on anything. We're just saying this happened, and there's not a whole lot of information. Hey, just like the Las Vegas thing, right, Clay?
Vegas.
Still don't know the whole story.
Don't know those.
Matter of fact, I think the police chief in that Vegas shooting, Lombardo, he's the mayor or the governor now, right?
I think he is.
Lombardo.
And as we know, we don't have all the details there. Hey, I just logged into the website. I want to thank the guys that have joined in there. I see we got 5 viewers on there. So
awesome. Thank you.
We're getting you can't comment from the website, but you definitely can watch. So
right. I guess you could go on Telegram on G&The701 and get yourself an account and
you could, yeah.
Comment there, right, Clayton?
You can. And I just got to pull that up to monitor it, but not a big deal. That's what I'm doing with Rumble. Rumble, I haven't been able to feed in here, so I monitor that too. I'm going to get another monitor over here. So, so Eric, I got to throw this out before we go. As you know, Eric and I and his family, our family, we are going Saturday Christmas tree hunting. And so we go to Slim Buttes. He goes, "What is your choice of firearm for harvesting the Christmas tree?" I don't know. I haven't decided yet, Eric. I'd like to take a big gun, but I don't want to carry a big gun. It's when you're hiking through.
What about that 50 AE you got?
Well, I was just going to say, so I might do the compromise and use the Desert Eagle. Maybe that'll be the way to go.
What the hell? You're going to compromise on something, Clay?
Yeah. one gun for another.
All right, that's a good compromise, I guess.
He says his assault rifle is his choice.
Perfect. Well, that'd be anything. That could be a musket, actually.
Well, it could be one of my Christmas ideas, my Christmas gift ideas I got.
Yeah.
Up, so,
So if you guys are wondering if you're thinking of some Christmas gifts for that guy or gal or Second Amendment a supporter, a believer in your family, Clay and I got some idea. I think we got about 4 each coming up later, Clayton, don't we? But
we do, but I got to add 2 right away at the beginning right here. A gift certificate to Lauer Auto Repair, 309 South Washington. Be a great gift for Christmas. And, of course, the blind guy. And I can tell you, we just put new windows in, and I'm going to be giving Wyatt a call. And Al and I talked about this. And the way we did that and recased them inside, I got the woodwork done. That'd be perfect to put new blinds in there. So I'm going to see if I can't talk to Wyatt and see what we can do on that. Got 2 rooms to do.
Awesome. Sounds great. That'd be a perfect idea. We got Brandon George. What's up in Bismarck? Hey, Brandon. Brandon George, check him out on Facebook and the Chinese Spy app. He's got Bad Boys Custom Lures. Check out his work. He does some great work there. I think he's working for my buddy, his dad, D&J Equipment now. So.
Hey, Corey, good to have you on. Corey ain't been with us for a while, but he's been busy driving trucks, so I can't blame him, out there harvesting. But he's with us tonight. Good to have it.
There you go. He said Bad Boys is on right pay.
There you go. So
I'm assuming that's a great American right-wing company.
I imagine so.
All right, Clay. So earlier this week, what happened here? We got Angus King, right? Independent, but guess what? He coxes with the Democrats all the time. He hates Republicans. So Angus Phony King, you're a freaking leftist. He's just a turd, too. Look at this guy. He is a turd.
I think. I might even have his picture.
He's an ugly man. I can't even stand looking at the guy. He just reminds me of an.
There he is, guys.
Look at this. Look at that look on his face. Just looks like some English prick who wants to take your guns away, and that's what he does.
He does look like an English prick, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. There's no need for those. Yes, of course.
Take
their bloody guns away.
Yes. And then destroy them.
That was kind of some Russian stuff.
Yeah, I know. I can't do English accents. I can't stand them when I see a show.
You kind of mixed in your Drago there from Rocky.
Yeah. We'll crush them.
Oh, man. All right, Clay, why don't you fill everybody in on what they wanted to pass, and then we'll go on to what happened to it.
So they wanted to pass what they called the Go Safe Act. Of course, they got to sign an acronym to everything. The gas-operated semi-automatic firearm exclusion. So that sounds okay, right? They're excluding them, according to the title. So what this would do, take a guess, Jamie. What's the criteria for just about every gun ban law? So what's one of them you think is in there?
Oh man, for sure an AR-15, Clay, and anything semi-automatic. I know there was 205 of them on their list, right?
And of course, limited magazine capacity, because that's evil. That's evil. Yeah. And by the way, Democrats Martin Heinrich. Imagine that someone Democrat commie has the last name of Heinrich. I think we've heard that name, back in the yeah. And then Mark Kelly, of Arizona. Yeah, his. Mark Kelly is.
Marty Beard and I had a run in with that scumbag too.
And then Michael Bennett of Colorado. And it's funny that Kelly signed on to this, but I love how Breitbart News I love, because when I go look at some of their stuff, they pointed out that he was shooting a 9mm, and I think we even covered this here a while back with some other things that were going on. In April 2013, he was shooting a Glock 9mm with a 17-round magazine right there in Arizona at a gun range. I mean, 2 months before that, he testified in favor for limiting capacity of 10 rounds. But again, it's do as I say, not as I do. Rules for thee and not for thou. I just love it because Breitbart, you, me, several other places, there's a record, there's film, there's video. And we keep track of these people because they lie, and then they say, "Oh, we didn't do that," but the video says different.
I would also add, Clay, Mark Kelly's wife was shot with a Glock.
Yes, by a crazy man.
And so Mark Kelly was using a 17-rounder, which is probably a factory Glock mag. Jared Loeffner who shot Gabby Giffords, was using one of these aftermarket like 32 rounders, which the leftists
Something
were
like
having a
that.
shit fit over. The reason that guy's shooting spree was stopped is because it's aftermarket junk magazine jammed on him, and they took him down and thumped him. So,
Yes.
consider yourself lucky he wasn't using a factory Glock mag, because that son of a bitch would have ran like a sewing machine.
He'd have been in trouble.
Yeah, they wouldn't have jumped him. So,
Yes, that would have. They wouldn't have been happy with that, would they?
Also, Clay, they call it now. They're using this gas operated. Before it was just now it's gas operated, because leftists hate gasoline anyway. So I think they're adding this in there as like a different word.
By the way, here's the
you
guy
got
right
that.
there.
Yeah, that's after they took him down and thumped that scumbag.
He always got a black eye and with a little grin, his head shaved. I mean, that was the guy. And
by the way, Democrat who supported Gabby Giffords voted for in her district.
Absolutely. So yes, they basically, what they're going to do is as they said, this ban will build on previous legislative efforts prohibiting the sale of certain semi-automatic firearms that have a replaceable high-capacity magazine.
Not detachable anymore. Now it's replaceable.
And then that's like I said, wording is everything. Everything
they're changing it up because their old shit ain't working. Man, I'm swearing tonight because I'm fired up.
The Go Safe Act addresses the lethal capacity weapons like the one used in Lewiston and most of the deadliest mass shootings across the country. Oh, really?
Most. So let me jump in real quickly.
Yes.
Virginia
I thought you
Tech,
might.
Virginia Tech, was there 32 killed there and how many wounded? 10-round magazines. Both handguns,
10-round magazines. Yep.
Parkland School in Florida, AR-15. Yeah, guess what? 10-round magazines. So, hey, there's only one U.S. shooting more deadly than Virginia Tech. So, guess what? And like I said, Virginia Tech was on the 10-round magazines. So, 10 rounds isn't enough. They're 2 or less, and then they're going to just want all of them. So.
That's right. They don't care. 10 rounds seems to be the number just because they think they can resonate that.
Bill Ruger said that years ago.
Yeah, people forget that, don't they?
Yeah.
And of course, Kelly, Mr. Gun Control Man himself, astronaut and a dumbass anymore. But the Gold Safe Act is a targeted bill that protects the rights of responsible gun owners. Do you hear that, guys? This Gun Control Act, it's actually going to protect your rights as responsible gun owners. So if you're not for this, you evidently are not a responsible gun owner. I mean, that's what he just said, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he says it's only going to protect the rights. The rights. Evidently, only responsible gun owners have those rights, and responsible gun owners are defined by them. Well,
and your rights
really cut it. Only the rights are only for responsible gun owners defined by them. All of us, we don't have.
They're defining your rights too, Clay.
Yes. And it's going to regulate the most dangerous semi-automatic rifles, detachable high-capacity magazines, and the accessories that have increasingly concerned law enforcement and have been used over and over again in mass shootings. Well, within this bill, they're right away going after bump stocks. I don't care what anyone thinks about a bump stock. I mean, I can tell you right now, after firing one, and you've seen them, you've probably fired them yourself.
Them, sure. Yep.
They're a niche item. Yeah, they're fun to blow off a bunch of ammo, but they're not reliable. They jam, especially if you put it on a cheap fire. But I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. But I'm telling you right now, I don't know too many law enforcement officers that are concerned about bump stocks. I don't hear that chatter. Even the ones that I have talked to about it, that seems to be on the list of stuff that concerns them. It's not on there. There's other things that are concerning to law enforcement right now, and it's not a bump stock. And as far as them being used over and over again, well, the biggest one that they claimed that was used in was Las Vegas during the big concert.
That's the only one I've ever heard it being used.
I was just going to say, I have never heard of it used since then. So,
and Clay, as we said on the show before, reports came out, and I'm not saying they're true or not or what, but there's reports coming out that the guy actually had full autos up there. It wasn't bump stocks, but
I remember
we don't know because they don't release anything.
I remember when that first came out. A guy out in Virginia, I knew I was still working for the NRA then. He's like, "Hey, you listening to the TV?" It was kind of late at night, and I happened to be up. I said, "No," I said, "I'm just kind of finishing up some work." And on the computer, and I didn't even have TV on. He said, turn your TV on. And there's a big shooting taking place right now in Las Vegas. And at that time, Fox News was covering it live. I mean, it was like play by play. Turn that baby on, and that was exactly what they were saying. It appeared, I remember the report. It appears that there's a full automatic fire coming out of the Mandalay. I think it was the Mandalay Bay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's all they talked about. And when you heard it, you could definitely hear it. I mean, it was it full auto? I don't know. And we've never really been told. They've never said or denied that it was or wasn't. Right. They mentioned there were bump stocks on those Daniels Defense ARs.
Yeah,
but we've never ever been told the story on that, have we?
Nope. They shut it down, and like I said, stuff leaked out, and they said it was full autos, and they just don't say nothing anymore. Like I said, Joe Lombardo now he's the governor. I mean, ran as a Republican. If you hear him talk, he sounds like a pretty conservative guy, but I don't know. Something's funny there. Something's funny there.
I do like what they pointed out here, that as of July 21st. And, the Democrats want to ban specifically ARs and AKs, right?
Well, there's 205, so pretty much everything's semi-automatic.
Yeah. And it's got on here that the National Shooting Sports Foundation has shown that the numbers from July 21st, 2022, mm-hmm. there are more AR and AK style firearms in circulation than, guess what? The F-Series Ford 150s, or just F-Series. That's all of them. That's a lot. And what they were laughing at is they said the precise figure is actually 24,446,000 AR AK style firearms in circulation estimated. That number now, that was in 2022. They figured out in circulation in late 2023, it's certainly millions more than the mid-2022 figure. And I would have to agree, it probably is.
There's another one now. I just bought one, so.
I ordered that same one, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, man, I just got it today. What Clay and I are talking about before we go on, I ordered from Palmetto State Armory, 20-inch barrel, 6.5 Grendel upper. Clay, man, I got to be – when I got that thing, if this thing shoots as good as it looks and feels, it's going to be – because it's not like a super heavy barrel either. It's kind of a medium. Like a lot of ARs with that 20-inch barrel are freaking tanks. I grabbed this thing, and I was like, wow.
I've never had a Grendel.
Porch. Yeah.
And you showed me the price. I was like, kind of dumb not to order one. And I've got a lower. I might have to get a few other things, but not a big deal. So you can show me how to build it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Is that legal?
Do I care? Keith just chimed in here. He said, they just had a shooting just in time for the vote. Yeah.
Well, Keith, we got a report on there just in time for the vote, right, Clay?
Yeah.
Here's what we got going. That's you're a little late they're a little late with the shooting.
It didn't quite work, did it?
No. Because Senate Republicans, and after this we got a commercial break. We're going to hit a bunch of these comments.
Should we also mention the other bill? Because I think they both were. There
was three of them actually, Clay.
So Chucky Schumer, and we all know who Chucky Schumer is, right?
Yeah.
Chucky Schumer. He was bringing forth a new assault weapons ban to the Senate floor this week, he said. Well, they tried it today, I believe. And as we know, the assault weapons ban didn't work before, 1994 to 2004. Did not work. When the Sunset Clause come forth and eliminated the assault weapons ban, it wasn't the Wild West. There was nothing that helped. In fact, the Department of Justice's National Institute of Justice, they issued their report noting that any impact the ban had on crime was negligible, meaning it didn't affect it either way. Mm-hmm. It didn't increase it. It didn't decrease it. It had no effect. So it was just a constraint and a restriction on law-abiding people, plain and simple. So,
but they keep saying that it did, which
all the time,
which I'm gonna get to. All right, so I'm gonna read this. What happened here with this vote, and then we're gonna do our first commercial, and then we're gonna come back and get you guys' comments and discuss this. So Senate Republicans on Wednesday, today, blocked efforts by Senate Democrats to pass an assault weapons ban and universal background checks legislation. They also had in this bill, it was mandatory storage gun lockups, but Ted Budd from North Carolina, it was Senate Bill 173, blocked that one. Thank you, Senator. Yes. But in North Carolina, they are, man, I mean, it's hard to believe, but they're actually turning more red. So that's awesome.
Good.
And so anyway, The background checks. After United States over the weekend broke the record, see, I'm getting this from the Hill, for most mass shootings in a single year, which Clay and I went over that before. It's bunk. They changed the numbers for mass shootings and what the mass shootings entail. But so Republican Senator John Barrasso from Wyoming objected to Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer request for unanimous consent to pass the assault weapons ban, despite the lamentations of Democratic senators who took to the Senate floor to cite the harrowing statistics of gun violence in America. So here's what our boy Schumer said. The scourge of gun violence in America is a national crisis. The American people are sick and tired of enduring one mass shooting after another. Well, I'm sick of one mass. I'm sick of it, Chuck. But yeah. They're sick and tired of a vigil and moments of silence for family, friends, classmates, coworkers. And Schumer argued this on the Senate floor. Well, guess what? We got, what are we, number 10, Clay, in per capita? We don't have mass shootings. We don't have high crime rates for that. Guess what, Schumer? That's your Democrat cities and your brain dead, mind, twisted mind, little leftist freaks are the ones who are doing this kind of crap. So why don't you put a bill in there to ban your own people from freaking owning guns? Not everybody. We're not the ones responsible for this garb. So here's this, Clay. We were talking about the assault weapons ban, originally sponsored by late leftist Dianne Feinstein from California, would ban semi-automatic. Listen to this crap. You hit most of it earlier, but semi-automatic rifles with pistol grips, forward grips, folding or telescoping stocks, as well as outfitted with grenade launchers, barrel shrouds, and Clayton threaded barrels to allow for suppressor and flash suppressors to be. So if this passed, you had a threaded barrel, that sucker was going to be banned because, hey, how dare you shoot anything that sucks up recoil and protects your ears from freaking permanent hearing loss? Wow, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, and it's funny, you got suppressors in most countries, even the anti-gun ones. They're available over the shelf as a hearing protection item. So, here's a threaded barrel. That's a pretty scary thing, isn't it?
Wow, that should be banned.
I mean, that should be banned, right? I mean, this little cap, these threads. Wow, that makes that way more dangerous, don't it?
100 times more deadly, right there.
Just insane, guys.
And there's been, I think, like 3 shootings. I think one was in Virginia where the guy did the pistol, but they knew it was a gun anyways. Anyway. So after that, Barrasso argued that the Democrat drafted bill would infringe on our Second Amendment and deprive law-abiding gun owners of important liberty. It would. It definitely would. 100% it would have. Yeah, what do you mean, JD? It's just banning certain guns. Yeah, I own all kinds of those type of guns, so you're damn right. And it doesn't say the right of the people to keep only flint locks and wheel locks for the eternity of the United States. It didn't say that at all.
No. And I imagine a lot of this is coming. I mean, they're Democrats, so that's their thing. But with all of the rulings coming out of not just the Supreme Court, guys, my thing is following these cases. Jamie knows that. Mm-hmm. I follow the district case. I follow the appellate cases, the federal cases, and guys, we're winning. And it's all being based on Bruin. So I imagine that's what they're trying to do. Pass laws in Congress. And then guess what? Yeah, they'll pass them. The president will sign them, if they get that far. Then they'll go to court again. And I can tell you right now, every single case right now since Bruin is being overturned because of it. But we're going to get that later.
Yep. So, Clay, we all know Democratic weasel Chris Murphy, right?
Yeah,
from Connecticut. This guy, just looking at this guy, he just looks like a sleazeball. He stood up on the floor and asked Lake Schumer for unanimous consent to pass legislation to require universal background checks for firearm purchases. By the way, Las Vegas has those. Nevada. Here's what he said. We don't have more mental illness in this country. We don't spend less money on law enforcement. Yeah, you do. We don't have angrier people. You leftists definitely have angrier people. We have more guns, and we are more permissive in this country about allowing felons, dangerous people to get their hands on guns. There's more guns. Like I just said, Clay, we got more guns in North Dakota than we ever had. And guess what? We don't have this crap going on here.
No, we don't. And Chris Murphy.
Yeah, so wait a minute. It happened in one city, Clayton, and remind me, Fargo is run by who?
Oh, that would be Democrats.
Yeah, exactly. One of the main reasons crime is up in North Dakota is because of the city of Fargo. And there's
Chris Murphy, by the way, guys. If you
Look
don't
at
know
the
who's
mouth on
sending
that scumbag.
And it usually spews lies.
Looks like the
after
Joker.
lie
Paint him
after-
up. You look like the Joker.
The Joker. Oh man, I might have to get to work on that.
So one more thing here, Clay. I like this, how the Hill puts this in here too. Gallup poll conducted in June 2022 found that 92% of Americans favor requiring background checks for all firearm sales. Murphy continued, this just feels like a test of democracy. It really does. Like, how does democracy survive if 90% of Americans, 90% of Republicans, 90% of Democrats want something and we can't deliver it? First of all, Murphy, we don't have a democracy. We have a republic. And that's exactly what a republic. It doesn't matter. First of all, this poll is skewed because they just ask you something. They don't, and most of these people don't have a damn clue what a background check entails and what it's going to lead to. So, you rule. You make laws abide by the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, not by feelings like this scumbag wants to do. So
exactly,
take your democracies and shove that crap up your rear end and in that weird mouth of yours, because we don't have a democracy.
I'm so sick of hearing that all over the news.
I've been sick of that.
Trump's a threat to democracy. We got to save democracy. Stop. This is not I had to correct our own damn history teacher and U.S. government teacher in Lemon last year when my son was in there, because she thought it was a democracy too. I said, well, then you're teaching the wrong damn subject, because we are a constitutional republic. And then, of course, you know me, I carry that Constitution with me, right? Yeah. And I pulled it out and showed it to her and told her how wrong she was. That's her. That teacher's name is Haley Strait. I've said that before on her. She has no business.
Look up the former governor we got. You think me and Clay are full of shite? Look it up, man. We're a republic, a representative republic, and that's how it is.
Representative republic, and it's constitutional.
If you got a democracy, you got mob rules. I mean, we could bring up a bunch of stuff that the mob.
I love the example when they say, "What is democracy?" It's two wolves and a chicken deciding what's for dinner, and that's mob rule, guys.
So if we have a democracy, Clay. We should just if me and you got something on the ballot just to vote it, all Democrats must relinquish all their property and leave North Dakota. And that's not fair, JD. I have rights. Well, you said we got a democracy, right? We got voted the majority vote. You guys pack up your shit and leave.
Yeah, exactly. We got the vote, so that's democracy.
But see, Clay, if it went like that, then all of a sudden, in their mind, we would have a republic, and they have rights.
And they have rights. Yeah.
All right, Clay, you want to hit that commercial? Our first commercial break. We're getting fired up. We're just getting started, guys. I'm feeling like an hour and a half show coming on here.
Clay. Can't believe a half hour went by. Right? Yeah, so all right. Yeah.
Lauer Auto Repair. They're located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota, or give them a call at 701-258-6308. The team of mechanics at Lauer Auto can tackle any problem your vehicle is having, and when you do business with Lauer, you can be assured you're doing business with the Pro Second Amendment America First Repair Shop. There's plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area, but why take the chance of patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake, Lauer Auto is your Pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at Lauer Auto, don't forget to tell them you heard they're a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our Pro Second Amendment, Pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's Lauer Auto Repair, 701-258-6308, located at 309 South Washington Street, Bismarck, North Dakota.
All right, yeah, and again, thanks to Lauer Auto Repair and Axe down there and everybody in the shop. They do great work. Again, 309 South Washington Street, right downtown there in Bismarck, 701-258-6308. If you don't know where that's at, if you know where Runnings is, which was the old Runnings or the old Walmart, just go right up south street there, and you'll be
You go north.
North. Right, north.
You go south, you're going to end up a double H gun.
Go north on South Washington.
Right, there you go. And quick note before we get to these comments, Clay. Sunday, I'm going out to Axel Hondo's place there, Lauer Auto, and I got them bullets, them 64 grain 223 Nosler bondage. We're going to try them at some gel tests. Not this crap. Hey, let's shoot this gel from 10. We all know that's going to expand in that, right?
Right.
Dougie and I like to do this at a minimum of 200. We're gonna thump this baby in there at 200 and see what these self-defense rounds.
And I can tell you on the YouTube channel, when you do that, you get some great comments and some great traffic on those. The people really enjoy seeing it.
I like that, and it's fun to do. So Clay, let's hit some comments, and then we're gonna start off with Clay and JD's Christmas gift special.
So one of them here comes from Axe. 17 rounds in a Glock is standard capacity. So there you
Yes,
go.
I thought. I'm not a Glock guy, but
I got some.
I like
Glocks
Glocks. I
myself.
just don't have them. I'm a Smith & Wesson handgun guy.
Eric says if they're tired of mass shootings, they can ban liberals. Take care of them.
I'm on board with it.
You know, and I had this debate with a liberal. I said, you know what? I said, rather than you infringing on me, I said, you want to ban guns? Yep. You don't need them. I said, well, you don't have the right to tell me what I need. But I go, if you want to get it done, just ban them for all Democrats. You guys want the ban, so go ahead and ban them on yourselves, and let's see what happens. You know, I didn't think that was really good either. I said,
no, of course not.
And that kind of shut it down. All right, Gene. Hey, Gene, a Yugo SKS had a grenade launcher. Scary.
Hey, and in my opinion, SKS way better than AG 47s.
AKs. You know, Travis hasn't been on lately, and he ain't even here to defend the AKs. The AKs. Anyway. Yeah, no, I can tell you right now, SKSs, I had one for a while. It was a fun gun to shoot, but I traded that off later for an AR-15, actually. Or no, that one I traded actually for a Colt 45 Ruger. That's right.
I mean, you'd have been better off. Never mind.
I've only traded 2 guns in my entire life, Jamie. That was one of them.
I got 2 guns.
Huh?
I got 2 guns. One for each of them.
I got a couple. So, all right, let's get to. So,
hey, we got more comments going here.
Let's got some more coming in here.
Yeah, I see them on here. You see those? You want me to?
No, I don't. You better hit them.
All right, let me go up here a little ways. You go, Eric Newman. After the my 300 Ultra Mag is illegal and is a mass shooting gun because it's threaded, but mine has the noisemaker on it. LOL. Fantastic. Nelson says, come get the Yotes in North Bismarck. Oh, man, I'd love to. You got Axe. Hey, Axe right there. Gel is cooling as you speak.
Great.
Fantastic. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
I don't know why, but the chats, the last 4 episodes, they've been delayed here. They really have, and I don't know what's going on. So
I must have really got the blind guy fired up. He said, hey, don't knock the AI, and then he corrected himself, AI, and then finally got AK. So I got him so worked up he couldn't even. Hey, why? You know I enjoy shooting AK. I'm basically saying that because Travis thinks ARs are junk, and I know better. So and he's not even listening.
And I don't know, Travis hasn't been on, our buddy from out there on the left coast, and we haven't had Kevin on for a while. I don't know what's going on.
He
hasn't been active in any of the things. Kevin hasn't.
So he's done health issues, maybe some. All right, Clay. Let's do our
Christmas
gift. Yeah. Is it ideas or gift? Well, whatever. We'll see.
Ideas, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I got some good ones. How about you?
I do. I'm just I'm just getting the text here from Fantastic Nelson. It's funny.
So
anyway,
I guess I'll give her a start, guys.
All right, you hit it first.
I'm going to start with the little ones first. I'm going to start with this one. So ice fishing's coming, and I actually had to go get myself a set of these. I think Eric's got one, but for you ice fishermen, you know what these are? These are ice picks. They're actually a pretty inexpensive item. Around $8. I think these are. You can buy them about anywhere. Don't find a commie company. Find a good company. But I kind of look at that, and they're a life-saving thing that costs so little. I mean, you could build yourself a couple. That's probably what Marty does. He probably builds it.
So if you're listening on the podcast, it's just like a spring cord with 2 orange handles with picks on them. Clay, I explained to people what that's for.
Yeah, basically what that's for is I'll turn there we go. I'll turn the captions off. But essentially, if you fall through the ice, and especially if you've got them around your neck with this lanyard, that's probably going to be the best option. You just grab them, and hopefully you can catch the ice. I mean, that's the idea behind them, that you take them and say this is a pick, and then you can grab that edge of that ice, or even if you can get back to it, you can get up out of there. Because luckily, I've never fallen through. I can tell you, it's hard to get up through that ice, especially if you're in shock. You just drop through. I can't imagine how scary that would be. So, but yeah, I think that'd be a great item. It's a cheap item. I think it's just a nice,
practical and life saving and cheap.
Absolutely.
I mean, it doesn't get any better than that for a gift, especially for somebody who loves ice fishing.
Yeah, I think they're perfect.
So fantastic, and said, love the show, buddy. Well done. Thank you. Appreciate that. And stick around. I got a great, actually, before I get to my first one, I'm gonna say this right now. So this, remember last week, Clay, I said, I got a gift idea. I'm gonna go over that men and women would love for the Second Amendment related.
Right.
This isn't my first one, but I'm gonna get real quick. It was kind of a long article. What it is, it's on recoilweb.com, and it's leggings, aka yoga pants, booty pants. You can go on like recoilweb.com, and it should be, if it ain't the top article, it's right up there. But they got a whole list. I think a gal does it for anywhere from $64 to $130 of leggings that for concealed carry for women to wear if you got a cross-dressing friend or something. Go ahead and get it. But I didn't want to go through the whole list of those. But like I said, women love them because they wear leggings all the time, and men love them because they love the way women's rear ends look in them and other parts of their body they can see sometimes. I'm a big fan of those pants.
Thanks for listening. He's got to go to a fire department meeting, but good.
All right,
glad you tuned in, bud.
Yes, sir. All right, Clay. I'm at my first one. I'm not going to go on a cheap like you did there on your first one. I do have some more important, but the first one I'm doing here is it's the Real Avid Master Gun Vise, and this thing sells for $299. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you look this thing, it's freaking awesome. I've seen it on Build Box, but the guys do it on Outdoor Channel, and like I said, realavid.com. And this thing, it's first ever. This is going from their PR thing, and I watched videos on it on YouTube. I mean, this thing looks awesome, actually. The first ever true gun vise designed exclusively for firearms, which I would agree with. Multi-access bench mount vise with a torque lock. You know, just kind of the locks you push and they squeeze, like a quick detach kind of thing. So it'll go to any table real quick that you're working on if you want to take it with you to the gun range or whatever you got to do. Like it offers optimal positioning, high torque capabilities, 360 degrees. So you can spin this thing around. I mean, it goes up, down, left, right, all the way around in a circle, which allows for faster and easier workflow, which I'd agree with. I got a stationary vise, and I'm going to be cussing it out when I'm putting my AR lower together here. 8-position locking ball and socket, and they got high torque specs, like 100. What the heck was it, 100 foot-pounds? I think that sucker can take when you're torquing down on something, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works with Jaws Smart Family, which is some other thing from Real Avid. It comes with the gun fit sleeves. So it's got a couple different sleeves, like grab parts or to grab onto your gun, and they look like they're semi-flexible, so they wouldn't mar up the surface of your gun. I'm pretty sure that's how they're. And a leveling knob with micro adjustments, like you want to put your scope on and you get the levels on there, get your gun level, get your scope level. I mean, I actually have levels for that, but holding it still I got like not a cheap vise, but it's $100. It's $100, but it's not like this thing was. Like I said, so they got these reversible jaws, padded, all right, compression, grip, grooves. Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking. And some other stuff. Perfect for any AR-15 or any gun task to mount scopes, install accessories, clean. You know, you're cleaning your barrel. You can take that thing, screw it, angle your gun down. Everything runs out of the end, you know, instead of sitting there trying to put your gun thing up and it's not at a very good angle. And, you know, it's pretty good. So like I said, Real Avid, that's my first one. Master Gun Vise, I guess $300, but no, some people got a lot more money than me, and $300 ain't crap to them. So, and if you got somebody who likes working on their guns or cleaning their guns, pick this thing up. They're going to enjoy it.
Ah, perfect. And again, very practical though for a gunsmith, someone doing that kind of work. I think it's great. Bad Boys Lures says that you weren't supposed to give away the secret carrying spots. I love that.
Hey, tune in Friday. We got a story of a secret carrying spot where I'm Mitchell in the morning. Clay doesn't know about it yet, but I'm going to send it to him and Todd. So, all right, Clay.
He also said, also windows down, seat belt off.
Perfect.
See, I have to actually switch over to the Rumble feed so I can see these coming in on that feed. I don't know why they don't come through. So, all right, my next one. Again, I'm going to stick with the ice fishing thing right now. And this is a little bit more money. There's a ton of these out here. I just picked one, a picture of one. So is a Vexilar. If you don't know what that is, I got a picture of it there. It's a flasher. And of course it's got the sonar deal that goes down into the hole.
Oh, rainbow colors.
Yeah, rainbow colors. And what it does is it's going to kind of give you, well, it does. It gives you an indication by flashing red, green, yellow. They're all different, and you can set how sensitive they are as to if there's a fish coming in. And they do work, guys. I didn't ever think I really needed one. A lot of my buddies have them. That's why I've never bought one. Should probably buy one as much as I do go out with the guys. But they've all got them, so we use theirs. And there you go, G&The701. Anyway, that's Can Koozie. Get it at the store, G&The701.com /store. Anyway, so you can get these guys. They are anywhere from $250 to $700. Kind of depends on the options you want on them. They can get as expensive or cheap as you want. You can find a lot of great used ones out there, but I can tell you, for the ice fishermen, start them out with a simple one. I think that one I showed you, if I remember right. What is that? That is the Vexilar Gen Pack FLX-12. Not a bad. I'd call that a good entry level. I think they're about $250, $270 right now on sale just about everywhere. So
I didn't.
Not too
Not
bad.
bad.
I wasted
Not
more
bad
than that
at
at
all,
the bar. Yeah, Eric says he got his used. Yeah, and it works great. We've used that, so you don't have to go buy new ones. You can find a lot of great used ones out there. Got it for $85. So there you
Nice. All right, Clay. So my next one here, and you get ammunition. That's kind of an Obama, and you can get ammunition. Hey, ammunition. I love ammunition for Christmas. I go into my stocking and there's a 50 round hollow point 9mm in there. Perfect. It's actually God's pistol cartridge right there too. So
I love that.
But this is ammo, Clay, but it's something a little different. And this comes to you from Byrna Kinetic. That's Byrna, like BYRNA.com. There you go. There you go.
I figured you'd want to see that.
Yeah. And Jesus said, if you don't have an AR-15, sell your garments and buy one. Luke 22:36, right there.
Look up Luke and you'll see what that's about. It's a little play on that. Don't get all bent out of shape. It was all in fun.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Have a little sense of humor.
Come on, man.
If you like that, you can go to gunsandthe701.com / what'd you say, Clay? Store, and you can buy that.
Right there. And it's pretty easy to find our store there.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great stocking stuffer. Very affordable.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, we got caps and everything. Actually, that's your best gift you can get. Actually, is at the
why didn't we put that on our own list? What the hell?
what a couple of dips. We'll hit it on Todd's show maybe. All right. So, anyways, this 12 gauge ammo, kinetic, less lethal 12 gauge shotgun ammo from Byrna Technology, has almost no perceived recoil, and according to the company, 16 times less noise than the standard shotgun round. In decibels. That's about 117 decibels. That's not very loud, actually. So
no,
it accomplishes that because there's no gunpowder, Clayton, and you're probably thinking, well, how the hell does that work, right? Yet it's effective out to 100 feet, translated 33 yards. The primer provides a propulsion at a muzzle velocity of 312 feet per second and muzzle energy of 14 3/4 foot-pounds are produced. And you're like, well, that doesn't sound like much, right? Byrna cautions that less lethal does not mean non-lethal. This thing will, what's that show with the knives? It will kill. But, I mean, it's mainly shoot somebody in the chest. Yeah, shoot somebody in the chest with this thing. And the 2.5 inch long. And the projectile is what the company calls a clamshell sabot jacket. The projectile can cause serious bodily injury and even death. It uses fin tail technology for enhanced accuracy and is most effective when fired in shotguns with cylinder bore and improved cylinder bore chokes. These rounds will not cycle in your semi-auto, but they can be fired. Man, I suppose if you cycle the action, put these into double barrel, single shot, pump action. I mean, Remington and Mossberg make pump action shotguns now that take 20 round magazines. See, this is the kind of thing right here, Clayton, that I think would work in a freaking school. You hit somebody with one of these things, especially some little scrawny punk who came in there and you hit him and it'd probably break his arm or something. And that would end it, right? I bet you at UNLV, I bet you somebody wished they'd had one of these in 10 rounds and fed it into this turd's face.
And I can tell you right now, them guys were running out of there. And like I told you earlier, one of them was like, I didn't know what to do. Can you imagine if they'd had one of those?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So For the next Clay, if you wonder what these cost, 10 rounds is going to cost you $40. And that's from Berna's website. Like I said, byrna.com, Berna. And I'm sure you can get them cheaper somewhere. Every time they say MSRP on their website, you're going to get it cheaper somewhere else. But I think this would be a great idea. You don't want to blow your eardrums out, or where you're worried about, I'm going to blow through the sheetrock. Load up your Remington 870, take the plug out when bird season's over. Yep. Put 4 or 5 in the mag there, and hey, come in and you rock somebody with this thing. It sounds like it's going to be pretty effective for you.
Absolutely good. I love it.
All right,
I was just running through the store a little bit there for everybody to see it. I took it off there now, but yeah.
Should we hit double ad here, Clay, and then we each got 2 more? And
sure, let's do that. And let's finish up the gifts, and we got a few 2A bullet points.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, we got actually a full show, so let's hit her.
You doing it or me?
Thought you were.
I was getting ready to sprint to the bathroom, so
we're not on our game. Here we go, guys.
Lauer Auto Repair. They're located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota, or give them a call at 701-258-6308. The team of mechanics at Lauer Auto can tackle any problem your vehicle is having, and when you do business with Lauer, you can be assured you're doing business with the Pro Second Amendment America First Repair Shop. There's plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area, but why take the chance of patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake, Lauer Auto is your Pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at Lauer Auto, don't forget to tell them you heard they're a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our Pro Second Amendment, Pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's Lauer Auto Repair, 701-258-6308, located at 309 South Washington Street, Bismarck, North Dakota.
Guns and the 701 is sponsored by the Blind Guy of North Dakota. For all your custom window coverings, you can contact them at 701-222-3932. They're freedom-minded, they're patriotic, and they love the Second Amendment. This husband-wife team was born and raised right here in North Dakota and based out of Bismarck. Again, for your Second Amendment company, for all your custom window coverings, the Blind Guy of North Dakota, 701-222-3932, or visit them on the web at blindguynd.com. All right, again, thanks to both our great sponsors there, Lauer Auto Repair right down there on South Washington Street, and the Blind Guy. Telling you, Wyatt and Tammy, they got some great products there, and if you want, Christmas is right around the corner. I bet a gift certificate could be great there too, so get a hold of them, blindguynd.com.
Oh. Hey, Clay, you know what a Christmas gift is? A great one that doesn't cost you anything?
What's that?
You can share the podcast from Guns and the 701 from iHeart or any other podcast platform you like with people you know or friends who you would think would be interested in this in a podcast, a live stream like this. Not only that, Clay and I would appreciate it big time.
Absolutely. That'd be a great gift. I can't think of anything better. I was promoting while I was out in Minnesota, though, by the way. So,
yeah,
I always promote. But all right. So, the next one I got is something that I actually own already. And a lot of people gave me crap when I started using this. To me, this is a perfect carry gun, guys. This is North American Arms.
I like that.
They're 22 mag. You can get oh my goodness, I hopped on their site today just for fun. I ain't been on there in a while. They got all kinds of variations now. They got some cool looking ones. You can get a longer barrel. You can get the one that has a conversion with a 22 mag cylinder.
Yeah, I can buy a longer barrel, man.
Yeah. But, you shot that. And honestly, I think your daughter did.
My daughter did. She was lighting it up with that thing. She still talks about that. Clay's little gun, she said.
I did kind of price. They've went up a little since I've bought mine, which I kind of expected, but not bad. They're anywhere from $250 to $260, so that's still pretty relatively cheap to me for a firearm.
That is really because they're pretty
it fits right in your palm, and they're
good. It's good. The construction and craftsmanship's good on those. You think really for that price it'd be junk? No way. I was actually impressed with that thing. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I thought they're great. I got 2 of them now. So heck, my son wants one. So I probably gonna get them. I'm gonna get another one. They can both have one then. And
what Marty call it? A chin gun?
Chin gun. Yeah, well, think about it. I wouldn't want to take a 22 mag under the chin.
Right,
You
you get
might
the
live.
self-defense ammo that we reviewed on just the 22s before on here talked about. I mean, that under the chin, that come out the top of the pumpkin there, I think.
Oh, wouldn't that, yeah, that'd be
Game
tough,
over.
wouldn't it? So
Yeah.
Lynette says, you guys are hilarious. I'm loving this show. And then Cheryl says,
Thank you.
oh, I'm having fun tonight. Anyway,
Me too.
he says, I'm getting the blind guys back out to do the rest of my windows next spring. I'm so happy with the blinds. There you go. Thank you.
Hey, awesome. You get a good review right on air, man. That's awesome. Thanks, Lynette.
Absolutely. Axe. Clay is secure in his masculinity. Pretty sure of it.
Oh, I love it. Josh Patterson, late to the show. Hey, Josh, thanks, man. Better late than never. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, all right. What do you got?
Okay, Clayton. So my next one, I'm kind of going down in price here as we go along. So next one here is called, I don't know if anybody's seen this thing. It's called Go Safe Mobile Mag. You ever heard of this thing, Clayton?
I have not. No.
So before I get into the specs here, it's not very long, but it's like a magazine. It's just a magazine, and right now they only make them. They're only compatible with Glock 17, 17L, 19X, 34, 45, and 19. Additional models are coming soon with other, whatever Smith and Wessons or Rugers or whatever. But it's a magazine. It's got a 10-round capacity. It's like it's like a safe. It's got a lock. Right there you go, right there. Clay, Clay, that's pretty impressive.
I'm getting better, ain't I?
Yeah. So instead of having like your safe next to your bed or whatever, this thing, you carry a key and it locks your magazine and your gun can't fire with it. You got your own, it's a cam lock, and you get a cam lock with it, like that key.
Right. See it right there.
And I'm impressed you got that up that quick. That's good. And of course, once you get it, you can get additional keys for your specific lock. Like I said, it holds 10 rounds. Prevents firing even with the round in the chamber. So you can have one in the chamber and have the mag locked. It cannot be removed when the firearm's locked. And you can switch to your OEM mag. You don't like that one, pop that out and put in whatever your original equipment mag if you want. Let's see here. Includes unique to user high security key, which I talked about. Compatible with all holsters. And like I said, I named the Glocks that it's compatible with. There's more coming. This is at GoSafeNow.com. GoSafeNow, just like I'm saying, GoSafe now.com. And on their website, it's $100. So I'm guessing you can expect to pay $80 for this thing if you want. If you don't want a bedside safe and you just want your key, you're going, got your gun somewhere, and you carry, I don't know if I'd be into this kind of thing, but hey, I mean, it's a good idea. And if you don't want to buy a big old clumsy safe, you can have this thing. And Clay, if Clay just put that video, I mean, that thing looks pretty cool, actually. It's some ingenuity right there. I like that.
Yeah, well, when you said that, I'm gonna go check that out, and boom, there it is. So yeah, it's kind of a neat thing. I was looking at their website a little bit.
Yeah, you got that nice key. It ain't like just some clunky master lock key or something that you put on your shed or something. I mean, it's a nice key that goes in there. So
I could see that being something where if you got very young kids that don't understand yet the safety aspects. I mean, I taught mine pretty young. They're pretty capable of learning young, but there is that age where they can't. They're just curious. That would be perfect.
Yeah. Or your kids have friends over and they're not very knowledgeable about firearms and to stay away. This thing would be you just carry your key around, put your gun down. I mean, they could do. I'm not saying give it to them, but if they did get it and you weren't around, I mean, the damn gun's not going to fire. Like I said, you can have one in the chamber and it won't go. So
No, I like.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool idea, I think.
So, yeah. All right. Good idea.
All right. But you got one more and I got one more. Let's hear it, man.
I do. Oh, I got pictures. I don't even have videos. So
TechMan Clay brings that up for you ASAP, man. I like it.
All right. So I guess I'm going back to ice fishing here, but this isn't necessarily something you need to have for ice fishing. You can use it anywhere. But the Buddy heater. This is the Buddy Flex heater.
Nice.
I kind of like this one, and of course you can get the hose and put it on the photo I'm showing.
I recommend doing that. I have
podcasters. A big Buddy. Yeah, got a little 20-pounder on it. I actually got a little pancake one that I take ice fishing. It's a little easier to carry, and it lasts a long time. They make 5-pounder, 10-pounders. They make a lot of different ones, but
this would be a good thing for a hunting shack right here.
It really would, and that's what I say. It's good for hunting. Heck, It's good if you got an insulated garage, but you're not running full heat all the time, but you just want to take the chill off. This one would do it. This is a bigger sized one, but I think they're a great gift. I think they're running right about 140 right now. That is what I saw them advertised for. I think at Runnings. And that's why I seen. I was like, that would be a great Christmas gift idea. So that's why I included that.
You know what the BTU on this would be compared to the Big Buddy? Because I have seen them, and I guess I haven't actually looked. Because it's got a different looking heating element in it than just the flame and the ceramic screens like the Big Buddy has. This is like a round, half cylindrical looking heating element. I'm not.
Well, let's see. I think I can.
Now, next time I'm in Running, do your magic there with pulling your. I'll get to some of these comments while you're doing. Gene says 10 round Hillary hole. I hear you, Gene. 10 rounds is, it's weak. Eric Newman, Craig Bjornson says Eric Newman told me about you guys. Now I enjoy listening to you guys every Wednesday night. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Eric. Yeah, thank you.
Lynette,
spread the word.
Yeah.
What I say, spread the wealth, right?
But Lynette says, what if you're getting robbed carrying it? Yeah. See, Lynette, I think if you're carrying it, that's when you unlock it because you can still use it when it's in there. Like I said, then you just unlock it and you're carrying it. And then you get back home with the kids or whatever, you want to lock it, you just turn it and lock it up. Bad boys, custom lures. How many users can you add to it? Well, you get as many keys as you want once you have it. So whoever you want to be able to access your gun, get them a key.
Perfect.
Never mind. Oh, he said fingerprint code. No, not fingerprint code. This is kind of the opposite of them fingerprint gun safes. I'd rather have a key than the key code on my gun safe, that lock. Piece of crap. If I'm ever getting robbed and I need my AR, it's like a 60% chance it's not opening for me the first couple of times and I'm dead. So
yeah, I don't think I would ever want to.
No. Eric Newman, hey Craig, he says, glad you're watching. Eric Newman, Bad Boys. Another key component to ice fishing is some Bad Boys apps. Bad Boys customers, damn right. If you want to catch not just walleye but big walleye, get yourself some Bad Boys custom lures. That's what you're gonna need. Perfect. Wow. And hey, if you you go to you don't like the lures you're looking at, Bad Boys will make you one you want. You want one that looks like a P-47 Thunderbolt, man. He'll do that for you with the tiger mouth on it.
So I have found the heater. 11K BTU. So that's pretty good size.
Okay, yeah, not bad. And what's the price on it there?
$139.99. Yeah, okay, so not horrible.
And I could tell you, my Big Buddy in our hunting shack has lasted. I think we've had our hunting shack, our oldest one, for 10 years. It works great yet. So
yeah, they seem like they're pretty good outfit.
Yeah. They work.
Yeah, I would highly suggest that as a gift idea. So
yeah. All right, Clay. So I'm gonna hit my last one.
Okay.
And this is probably, I think this is my cheapest one actually, but this is my cheapest one, but I'm actually going to buy one of these. I'm probably not going to get one of these for Christmas, but I'm going to get one. I'm a big advocate of stuff Magpul makes. My AR I'm building with that 6.5 Grendel, going to be tons of Magpul stuff on it. This is called do you carry around Clay, like your little foldable ammo sleeve, like you picked one up at wherever, and then this thing in there gets stretched out and your cartridges don't want to sit in there. Yep. Yeah. Okay. So Magpul just came out with it. It's called the DACA ammo sleeve. And I actually have a DACA bag. They make these waterproof bags, this DACA material.
Okay.
And I actually have one I take out on the pontoon. They make a bunch of different sizes of that too, which consequently would make a great gift too. Nice waterproof zippers, but they make this DACA ammo sleeve out of the same material, which they say here was developed for hunters that need the DACA ammo sleeve was developed for hunters that need a readily accessible way to store additional ammo in a secure and compact manner. What? You got a detachable mag, JD? You need to carry on more ammo? I don't need to, but I'd like to have it along. Trust me. The bifold design keeps its footprint small, which it is here. Length is 3.9 inches, width 3.3. And it makes it easy to store in a pocket, in a pack or pocket. It's constructed, like I said, this highly durable DACA material, which this stuff is awesome. Me and my youngest just poured water on to check for water off a duck's back on this stuff. Produces rugged protection and reduces sound signature for those times you want to be quiet when you're hunting. Designed to lay open, which it does. You can flick it down and all the rounds will be primer side up. They won't be one down and one up, and they're not going to fall out. So they're all
Right.
So it's good like that, and it just folds up, and it holds 10 rounds. Comes in 3 different colors: flat dark earth, tactical peanut butter is what a lot of people call that, and it's my favorite. Black and orange. I might actually get the orange one because
There you go.
I'm digging.
Yeah,
hey,
spread out.
I'm digging the orange right here, right? And like I told you, 10 rounds, and I told you the length and width, and I looked it up on Midway, $28.45. Well, that's kind of a lot, yeah, but this thing's probably going to last you a lifetime. It's not going to stretch and wear out, and whereas if you buy some cheap thing at a big box store, it's gonna, you're gonna end up buying 3 of them, and in the long run, what's it called, Clay? Buy it once and cry, or whatever. Pay once, buy it twice.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I don't know the old saying, but yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna buy one of these or 2 of these myself. Anyways, heck, for that matter, buy them and throw one in your vehicle, whatever you're usually carrying. And it holds up 223. God's cartridge all the way up to 300 Winchester Magnum. So.
We gotta have a T-shirt. We just have
to. So yeah, get that. That'd be actually a great stocking stuffer for anybody, even your hunter, your shooter, anything like that. So I like that. Meg, and go to, if you want to check more in depth on it, magpull.com. Check it out there.
Perfect. I think that'd be great.
Yeah. So why don't you catch some comments to? Oh,
well, I'm gonna give it there.
Pick. Oh, there you go. You got Bad Boys up right there.
Yeah, I went ahead and I'll give them a free plug. Of course, this is here's the number for Bad Boys Custom Lures, guys. 701-425-9855. I think they make great sponsors of the show, and they make a great Christmas
make
gift.
A hell of a sponsor of the 701. You bet.
But yeah, there's their Facebook page. Evidently, they don't have a website. I was looking for that, so that's okay.
He's on.
I see they got my Shopify, so that's
and I guess I always say the Chinese spy app because I'm TikTok. He's on TikTok. I think he might do lives on there too.
Okay. And I'm not on
Brandon and Clay does a lot of ice fishing, and I got a lot of my buddies do. So I mean, hey, you get sponsoring, and we get these boys using your lures ice fishing.
Yeah, I think
that'd make some good shorts on YouTube.
Great combo, wouldn't it be?
And then when the pickup breaks down and Colorado's got to come out and get the rig around for
you. We know how to do this, don't we?
Yeah. And your ice castle needs some real freaking blinds in there. You can call the blind guy and have you hook you up. They've certainly done that before, I can promise you. So
here, I'll just show you this too. This is their website here. This is on where they're at, actually. It's Bad Boys Custom Lures. .myshopify.com, and you can see right there they've got some lures listed on there that you can purchase online. So
yep,
I believe
it's called custom for a reason. Like I said, you want
I mean, $14, that ain't nothing. Heck, I mean,
right? It's not really, man.
I've paid way more for crappy lures.
Yeah, that don't catch anything. Like I said, these things, I mean, the walleye will just jump in your damn boat.
There you go. It's funny. I think a lot of lures are made to catch fishermen when you look at them, and they do a good job too.
Yeah, that's a great analogy right there, Clay.
I put Colorado's website up here, but they don't have one. Hey, Axe, remember, I need some pricing. I got the shell built.
Well, I can tell you, we're going to do that video Sunday, and Colorado and the blind guy will be front and center on that video. So.
Sorry, should I throw up a few of these comments?
Yeah, let's hit them.
I think we've said some of them.
Yeah, then we're going to hit our bullet points.
All right. So we got, let's see, Eric Newman, he says, I need to check out Bad Boys Lures and check to see if they have for northern fishing hooks. There you go. I bet you he can hook you up. I'm Batman.
There you go, Eric. I'm a northern fan myself.
Northerns, now that I finally learned how to flay them bones out, I like northern. They at least have a taste to them.
I like that next comment you had.
Eric says, God created walleyes so everyone can catch fish. Then he created northerns for true fishermen. Oh, real fishermen. So what you're saying is walleye fishermen are kind of like bow hunters?
Man, I want to say I love northerns, Eric, but I want to say walleye are harder to catch.
I like them both. I can't catch either of them real well. I can actually. So whatever. I love to fish, but I'm not that good at it, so that's okay.
Whatever works.
Nice. Axe. What's Axe got up here? Axe has on there. He says Nugenics tea, and she'll like it too. And that add that to the list.
Oh, well, you get the new Genix and you buy your gal one of them tactical yoga leggings with the
There you
concealed carry.
go.
Man, it's going to be a hell of a night. It's going to be a hell of a Christmas night there.
Well, if you stay dressed.
Yeah.
It's an inside joke.
Once the gifts are open. Oh, shit. Well, they're equivalent to the Creedmoor, Eric says. Whoa!
Oh. That's just it. So I've got this Grendel coming, and you're going to have to tell me what you worked up for a load, and I'm going to have to work with that a little. I've never had a Grendel. That's kind of why I ordered that, too. I've never had a Grendel. So.
I'm going to try some more elk. I think you're going to like this thing, especially up to 5. I mean, for hunting applications with that 20-incher, you're going to be good to about 350, 375, depending on what kind of velocity I'm going to get out of these loads. But targets, I mean, you're going to be supersonic with that length of barrel to 900 yards. So
yeah,
and the BC is real high on them.
I mean, I can't see where I'm going.
Doggy, what's he got there? 4 eggplants. He's ready. He's going to buy some of those yoga pants, I think.
Get ready, Lynette.
Yeah. Lynette, now I want you to put 4 peaches on there in the comment section. All right, Clay.
All right.
Who's going first on the BPs here? You want me to go first?
Go for it. You can start it.
All right. So let me see here. Which one am I going to do? This one's I'm going to do first here because anybody. Right. I know we got some Star Wars, Return of the Jedi fans listening here. So Rock Island Armory Company earned the Guinness World Records title and feature in the Guinness World Records 2024 book for the most expensive prop gun sold at auction with the sale of the Blastech DL-44 heavy blaster made for the character of Han Solo in the original Star Wars trilogy. The gun is the only survivor of the three originals made for A New Hope in 1970, which is the original Star Wars, A New Hope 19, and it sold for $1,057,500 during Rock Island Armory's August premiere auction, Clayton. The Han Solo's blaster was previously considered missing and presumed lost forever, requiring new prop blasters to be built for The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I mean, Return of the Jedi is probably my favorite one, but I didn't know that. The blaster was actually originally a Mauser C96 broom handle pistol that was a prop in previous movies, such as this 1968 film Naked Runner, where good old Blue Eyes Frank Sinatra used it while playing an assassin. Really? Okay. Wow. The blaster, comprised of military surplus parts, would later serve as the prototype for those carried by Solo throughout the first 3 Star Wars films. Right here, and after Kevin Hogan, president of Rock Island Auction Company, said, knowing how coveted Star Wars collectibles are, we anticipated great interest in the Solo blaster, but we couldn't have imagined we could set a Guinness World Records title with its sale. It's incredible to be recognized on such a prominent platform. And then one last note here, Rock Island Armory Auctions has reached several other record sales figures, Clayton, including selling Ulysses S. Grant's revolvers for $5.17 million.
Holy cow.
Right? That's crazy. That's crazy. I like old Ulysses. He was a drinking man like myself. So.
So some of the comments here, I was between Bad Boys and Eric. So Eric, here's a number for you. Go ahead and jot that down. He said he's got what you need. So it'd be 701-425-9855. Again, 701-425-9855. So there you go.
Right on.
Great. I can't pull that down now. All of a sudden, I just lost my chat deal.
Yeah, well, let's see. Well,
are you able to?
The last one is where you were on mine, Clay. Yeah. So once you
isn't that nice? So that's probably gonna be there the whole time. I guess you're getting a real free plug now. It's like,
hey, Brandon, you're definitely gonna have to be at least for a month now. I mean,
because the chat deal just disappeared on the platform here that I use, and So
well, the last one you got is up. When you put his number up there, so
it's up there.
Okay, Chris Bjornson, I see he's got one up there. Shit, I fished with you, Eric, all day and only got one northern. You're just a big talker. You don't know how to northern fish. And he's got the laughing emoji with tears coming out.
Craig, you haven't joined. I know Craig is here. Anyway, I can tell you right now, you haven't been with me and him on Fort Peck in a blizzard at -20. Now that's fishing with Eric.
Woof.
But hey, we had a hub, so we were good. We had our Eskimo hub, so we were good.
Anytime you can get out of that wind, man, it's awesome. So,
Oh, yeah.
All right, Clay, why don't you hit your first 2A BP here?
So here, mine's actually, of course, imagine this. It's about a court case. Anyway, as everybody knows, current law right now, if you're under the age of 21, you cannot purchase a handgun, not a firearm. There's restrictions on 21 to 18. That's a whole different thing. But I believe this is probably going to help this. Now, you got to remember, this comes out of an appeal process. I believe, federal district court judge from the Northern District of West Virginia. So it's not, I suppose it will be appealed. He ruled that banning 18 to 20-year-olds from buying handguns from a federal firearms licensee is unconstitutional. So round of applause for that judge, because he's absolutely right.
I could have told you that without going to court.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to understand. I mean, right here, this is all you need right there. Second Amendment is my gun permit. It never expires. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, Brown versus the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. It was filed in September of 2022 by two West Virginia citizens named Stephen Brown and Benjamin Weekly. Also, the Second Amendment Foundation and the West Virginia Citizens Defense League also signed on to this case. He says both men are under 21 years of age and want to buy handguns and handgun ammunition from FFL. Now, guys, remember, you can buy them privately. Does that make sense? You just can't buy them from a dealer. You can't go through the NICS.
They always want you to get a background check, but now they don't let you do it.
Well, you're going to love this. So right now, like I just told you, that they can't go through the National Instant Background Check, so you can buy them privately. The Supreme Court's, and you're going to love this, Bruin decision, means and scrutiny was ended, meaning the means does not meet the ends for having restrictions.
Yeah, you don't rule on feelings.
Yeah, exactly. Government could no longer use public safety to add a restriction to the Second Amendment, and that was what the Bruin case was about. Government can only use original text, tradition, and history of the Second Amendment to determine if a law is constitutional. And I have a feeling this isn't just going to happen on Second Amendment.
I got a man crush on this guy.
Oh, that ruling was bigger than Roe versus Wade, as far as I'm concerned, because you can apply that the way it's written to every single case now on any single amendment, which is how it should have. That's how it should be to begin with. Mm-hmm. They should actually be able to start going through these cases, these that have been decided for decades. Let's talk about EPA. All of them are unconstitutional. And they should be able to now go fight them, because there is no historical use reference for that in the Constitution. So it ought to be interesting. Anyway, so what he said, Judge Thomas S. Klee addressed who are we the people? He used historical references to formulate that the people, us, consist of any law-abiding resident 18 and older. He stated that other areas of the Constitution name specific ages, such as age to become president, but the founders chose not to specify an age for gun rights, for Second Amendment rights. He believes that if the founders wanted a higher age restriction, they would have added one. His examples were, and he said, here's his quotes. For example, minimum age requirements are constitutionally imposed on membership in the House of Representatives, which is 25 years of age. The United States Senate, 30 years of age, and of course the office of President of the United States at 35 years of age. Judge Klee then stated, clearly the authors of the original Constitution and the Bill of Rights contemplated age restrictions during their drafting work, and the Second Amendment only refers to the people. And he's right. That's the only reference in the Second Amendment. Meaning you, me, anybody.
Wait a minute, Clay.
The
leftist told me the people means the National Guard.
Yeah, well.
You mean that's not what it means in the other amendments? It actually means what it says, but except in the Second Amendment, it means the National Guard, not the people.
Just funny, isn't it?
These freaking leftists box themselves in. I love it.
Oh, it's awesome, isn't it? So you'll
Great
love
job,
it.
Judge.
So the government, the commies, in this case, they tried to argue that the founding era was not when the Second Amendment was ratified.
Oh,
Can you
I
imagine?
remember this.
They
Yeah,
tried to
you did
tell
tell
this
me this.
judge that because the Constitution was ratified in 1791. No, that ain't when it happened, because it claimed that the founding era now was in 1868 when the 14th Amendment, by the way, the 13th and the 14th Amendment were ratified. For their reasoning, the government cited a 3-judge panel decision from the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals in the NRA versus Bondi case. So what they're saying, guys, is that we basically had a refounding in 1868. Do you remember what happened around that time period, Jamie?
Well, what I was brought to my mind immediately, Clay, is the Democrats who ran the South at the time were very racist, and all their gun control laws were geared at keeping blacks from owning guns. So the Democrats are still trying to go by racist Southern laws, right?
Right. You got this is the Civil
these
War.
guys.
This is the Civil War era. So I dug a little deeper into this, other than what this article went, and kind of read some of the testimonies coming out of this insane government argument. They're claiming that the 14th Amendment, especially because of what it says, and if you don't know what the 14th Amendment says, it essentially, I'm not going to read the whole darn thing here for
They
you.
incorporated the Bill of Rights into every state.
Yeah, all persons born and naturalized in the United States are subject to the jurisdiction thereof of the United States and the state where they reside. No state shall make or enforce law which shall abridge the privileges. And then that's just section 1. There's a whole bunch of them. Go read it for yourself. Essentially, they tried to federalize everybody. Okay, so how this happened and why their argument was, they said, well, this is when basically, in a sense, they didn't use this term, but this was the rebirth of the nation. Remember, the South seceded from the Union. They jammed the 13th Amendment, which was to abolish slavery. And of course, then the 14th was to give all the newly freed people their rights as well.
Yeah.
They put both these amendments through in only the northern states, or the what was left of the Union at the time, are the ones that ratified these. And it was a simple way. It was really actually way easier to do, although there was still a lot of controversy within those discussions when they were going through, but they got them through. Remember, the southern states had no vote. They left the country, essentially. So that's when they said this is when this happened, when the rebirth after the Civil War. That's when now we have to go from. Well, the judge didn't buy it either, guys. So he pointed out a couple different things. He said the plaintiffs in Bondi were granted an en banc review, which means the entire 11th Circuit Court now would hear the case. That's what that means. He also pointed out that when this review is granted, the panel decision is vacated and it's like it never happened. He also pointed out, even though that the government had months to address this review, it chose not to do so. And the judge himself believes and said that the founding era was 1791 when the Second Amendment was ratified. And that was plain and simple. That's basically what he said. He goes, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was great to go read the testimony on this. In its whole, although it took a little time, because that judge, man, that guy, he is a constitutionalist to the core. He completely tore the government.
Judges are supposed to be.
Absolutely. So what has happened is he found this law unconstitutional. Now, I imagine it's going to be appealed. I have no doubt that they will, but it's just another string of defeats for the ATF. And honestly, in 2023, I'd say it's probably been the best year for us as Second Amendment supporters, and a really bad year for the ATF. So that's another great thing to see. You know what I didn't look up, and I should have. I should have seen who appointed this judge. I'll find that out. I'm kind of curious because I bet it wasn't a Democrat.
No, I wouldn't bet against.
That's one of my bullet points.
What I'm gonna do, Clay, I'm actually gonna run the double out here and come back and then do my other one, and then let's
Perfect.
All right, so here we go.
Lauer Auto Repair. They're located at 309 South Washington Street in Bismarck, North Dakota, or give them a call at 701-258-6308. The team of mechanics at Lauer Auto can tackle any problem your vehicle is having, and when you do business with Lauer, you can be assured you're doing business with the Pro Second Amendment America First Repair Shop. There's plenty of other auto repair shops in the Bismarck-Mandan area, but why take the chance of patronizing a shop that might not have your beliefs at heart? Make no mistake, Lauer Auto is your Pro Second Amendment repair shop. When you talk to the guys at Lauer Auto, Don't forget to tell them you heard they're a sponsor of Guns and the 701 and that you appreciate their support of our Pro Second Amendment, Pro North Dakota live stream and podcast. That's Lauer Auto Repair, 701-258-6308, located at 309 South Washington Street, Bismarck, North Dakota.
Guns and the 701 is sponsored by the Blind Guy of North Dakota. For all your custom window coverings, you can contact them at 701-222-3932. They're freedom-minded, they're patriotic, and they love the Second Amendment. This husband-wife team was born and raised right here in North Dakota and based out of Bismarck. Again, for your Second Amendment company, for all your custom window coverings, the Blind Guy of North Dakota, 701-222-3932, or visit them on the web at blindguynd.com. All right, welcome back again. And again, thanks to Lauer Auto Repair and the Blind Guy of North Dakota. Two great sponsors and two great American companies, guys. All right. So, what do you got?
Yeah. All right, Clay. So my next one here, it's going to be got some results in from the deer season here. So this deer season, deer hunters in North Dakota, we enjoyed some pleasant days in the field, obviously, right? There's a couple of days that weren't, but I mean, for the most part, man, that weather was thoroughly enjoyable. But according to a report from Game and Fish, only around half, Clay, who set out in search of a kill this year were successful. They said kill instead of harvest? Okay.
How about that? We just had
wait a minute. It's coming up here. After a survey of hunters who drew a deer tag this year, the department states that just over 50% of the surveyed individuals harvested a deer in November. So we had a 50% harvest rate. And Clay and I went over the harvest and kill thing.
I think wasn't last year about 60-some%?
We're getting to that. We're going to get right up there, Clayton. Hang on here. This continues a downward trend from 2020 when North Dakota hunters had about a 67% success rate. That was the COVID year, right? And one of the toughest places to hunt was 2J1 north of Bismarck and east of 83, where only about 34% of hunters shot a deer. Fortunately, there's still a chance that hunters who could not catch their quarry this season will have a successful hunt next year, Clay. Game and Fish Assistant Wildlife Division Chief Bill Haas says that a late start to a winter is a good sign for deer harvests in the future. The deer that survived, Haas said the deer that survived are in good condition right now. Really, their fat reserves are key, which you and I have talked about a number of times with Jay in the crosshairs. And that's something that's going to deplete throughout the winter. How harsh the winter is and the conditions that they're exposed to will determine how long they're going to last. But there are still multiple chances for North Dakota hunters to kill their prize catch over the next few months. And Clay, you'll love one of these. Deer fuddle loader season, muzzle loader, I call it fuddle loader.
I know you do.
Deer weapon of war season, which they were weapons of war, closes December 17th. And deer bow season, which has been open since the first Friday in September, is open until January 7th.
How about
Wait a minute. I thought tags were all down this year in deer numbers, except for
one season.
The real hunters.
The real hunters. The bow hunters.
And so, yes, I bow hunt and I will be.
Speaking of muzzle loaders, here's a blast from the past. Look at there.
Look at that guy. Holy buff bag. Well, looking good there.
Slim and trim. God dang it.
Makes you want to get after it again, huh?
Oh,
looking
my
good.
God.
You still got that gun then, Clay?
I still have that gun, and I am
awesome.
sorry to say I have never shot it because it's just never been my thing.
I'm going to start putting it for muzzle loader, and I know somebody who's got one I can use. But
it's probably not a real enough one for the muzzle loader guys because that takes a 209 primer.
Perfect. I'm not a real muzzle loader guy. I like the good new days when it comes to firearms.
So we got a brand new one. We can actually tell you what, we can break that baby in and use it. So absolutely.
Yeah. Let's do a review on it with some ballistics gel this summer.
I don't remember if that's a 50 or a 54. I can't remember.
Ooh, 50 should be banned.
I got it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. They're legal now.
It's legal now. So, yeah, that was I won that at a 4-H shooting event. Basically, the 4-H shooting sports program out of Corson County. They held an NRA-style event, and I went and supported that. And they had a bucket raffle. I won that on a bucket raffle.
I'll wear my NRA shirt right here.
Oh yeah, well, I think I wore my cap here the last show. So. I
Eric
did a
said
little.
that.
What's
Eric
that?
said that muzzle loader is like a crossbow.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Oh, heck, yeah. Lynette said, "Hot man, looking good there, Clay." There you go.
Yeah, back in the day, there's a lot more of me to love now, but
All right, you got one more 2A BP here.
I do, and I'm going to make it quick. And I've read the article and kind of I know what it is about anyway. Of course, this has to do with Bruin case, but not what you guys think. Supreme Court, of course, they basically had a decision last year, and that was a landmark decision, guys. New York versus New York State Rifle and Pistol versus Bruin. And essentially, guys, this case has been fundamental in setting now the precedent up and down the scale of every single court. So I thought it was kind of funny that a lot of groups, they were kind of they were flipping out about the whole decision. It was like the same stuff on the assault weapon. Going to be Wild West. This is not good. Make guns everywhere. All of the same stuff. And essentially what it says is law-abiding citizens, you, me, anybody else, we have a right to have a gun. I mean, that's basically what it said. No matter what, the government can't infringe upon it. You got to go work with you. We the people. Yeah, every town, you know how they are.
Oh, yeah.
Confiscation. They were obsessed with today's ruling out of touch with the overwhelming majority of Americans. Giffords, she said, this extreme ruling by the Supreme Court's conservative supermajority is thwarting the will of the people. I remember when that happened. You'd have thought everybody in this country just wants to ban guns, according to these people. And of course, the repeat media, the mainstream liar, fake news, is they ran with this. So, what I found interesting is not so. So there was polls conducted by the Marquette Law School. They sought to determine how the American public actually feels about basically Supreme Court and even including Bruin. Poll asked a lot of questions, including whether or not people favored or opposed specific decisions that were handed down. They included in the poll Bruin case. The poll found. What do you think that they found in their poll?
They hate the Supreme Court and they hate Bruin.
Yeah. Well, if you were listening to the commies, you'd have thought that. 67% favored the ruling, while 33% opposed it.
Damn,
that's pretty good. Me too. And when I was like,
real
wow.
Good.
So it kind of, and the reason I brought this up, it blows the argument out that the majority of people want common sense gun control, and the majority of people don't want to see anybody have a gun. It throws their narratives completely out. And this is Marquette Law School is not exactly a conservative.
No. Marquette, Michigan,
no. And I can tell you right now that with them finding that, I'd imagine 67% is low then. If you actually conducted a real survey,
it's probably 75.
And I figured that, and I know that everybody I talked about understands it now. Probably because shows like this, we talk about Bruin. We talk about it a lot on K-Fire.
Number one podcast in I heard, man.
It is. at least locally, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it proves that these guys and their fake figures, their fake facts, and their fake polls are not resonating with the rest of the country, and that the majority of the country believes in the Second Amendment as it's written, those 27 words. So that was just, I wanted to give a quick
good one. I like that.
And what the people actually think about it.
Yep. Awesome. So now, Clay, Clay can't play his theme music for it.
I know.
Because why, Clay? Why can't you play the company?
We have been dinged as copyright infringement on the Russian national anthem. And they're claiming it goes all the way back. And you know what? I went and finally looked at it. They're actually, in a way, right. I don't know if it's really what they say it is, but there is a basis for it. So probably going to have to come up with something different. They're claiming it's a copyright infringement because the symphony that performed it, it's theirs, even though it's a public song. It was their version. And it's like, oh, for Christ's sakes. But you know what? I guess maybe we got to look at it this way on YouTube. Evidently, we're drawing people that are watching these videos.
Haters or not.
I mean, a symphony that they went after the copyright infringement, whatever. So we'll come up with something different. So with that,
I own a double barrel, and you're copying our music.
Yeah, so I've got my
over and under for that matter.
My commie company of the week picture because I can't play the music.
It's a sweet picture you got there, though.
And I wouldn't care so much, except we had our one violation already. And as much as I can't stand CommieTube, we got to use it. We're on all the other platforms, but the majority of the people are on.
I'm glad to see you were getting people on Rumble and the website. I like that.
Yeah, right now we've got 7 watching, so I'm happy with that. We're kind of new over there, but keep it up, and who knows, maybe someday. I don't think we'll see it. Maybe we can abandon CommieTube. Anyway, so my commie company of the week, and essentially this is just another one of the woke companies. It's been bought out and bought out. It grew and it grew and it grew. It become quite an established company in the United States. They decided they'd like to cancel because they went about as woke as anybody else. And what better way to cancel the gun industry by not financing them, right? And that's what these companies were doing. And it really pissed me off when I worked at the NRA at that time that they had just switched over to use this damn bank and they were just starting that stuff. So what I understand, they finally quit using them finally, which is good.
Good.
But so my commie company of the week is Wells Fargo.
I knew that's what it was. I didn't say it when you said that. I can't
stand them. I have never been able to stand them. And for the reasons I just talked about, guys, Wells Fargo has been trying to basically unfinance any single company out there, and they're proud of it. Yeah, they're really proud of it. And this comes by a lot of these big banks. Go to any of these big banks, and they're all starting to do this crap. And what it has, I guess, the positive thing, if you go to Public Square now, they're a platform that kind of is trying to start to emulate Amazon and have companies there that are on our side. They don't donate to liberal movements or ideologies. They're diehard conservatives and constitute. That's where we found Freedom Host USA. And I can't tell you how happy I am with their service and what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Wells Fargo, they're a commie company of the week. I can't stand them. They want to defund any and every gun affiliated business out there, and they're not the only ones, but they happen to be.
In other words, Clay, they're anti-Americans.
They're anti-American. There you go. So
why don't you get to some of these comments, buddy? Good info right there. Appreciate that. Clay's. I always love Clay's commie companies and Clay's freedom. Clay's got good. Hey, if you don't know, I mean, even people on our side, Clay, I don't blame them. They don't pay attention because shit pisses them off. Clay will tell you who not to do business with, and I can tell you. 2 companies that you should do business with are Lauer Auto and the Blind Guy. So
absolutely, know what they're going to be doing there.
Yeah.
So Eric made a comment. He says, "Hey Clay, I got Tannerite packed and lots of ammo and 2 back straps marinating for Saturday's Christmas tree harvesting."
Perfect.
Actually, it is harvesting since it's a plant. So nice job.
I'm fine with saying harvest.
I am sure we're going to try to have some videos of us shooting down our Christmas trees. That's become a tradition, so it's a lot of fun. And I got 2 tags this year.
Nice.
I think we're going to put them in the yard. So anyway, all right, go ahead. And I think we're ready for...
hold on, man. I'm still looking. We got Axe.
I'm not seeing them all, so go ahead.
Fill out the survey and tell Game and Fish, what do you think about this year's effing game numbers? I did actually, Doug. I did fill it out, and I said there shouldn't have been 1 whitetail tag, buck tag, or doe issued in 3B2, and the muley buck tags were too high, and the muley doe tags were as well. I don't know what kind of flyover they did, but I hate doing that for them because they pull some real D-wad moves, but I had to express my opinion on that because it did piss me off. Okay, the muzzle loader, yeah, we got that one in there. Axe is your funnel loader. Looks like a 54 cal from this angle. he's got the angle down even what it looks like. Eric's got that. I'm not sure what this is. Axe says find a Salisbury version of it.
Yeah, and then he said, delete my last comment. I'm not sure what the hell happened.
That wasn't a Second Amendment Day thing, was it? Well, Ned says he must be talking about Wells Fargo. They are a rich people bank, although I have a credit card for $14,000 that they would they'd love for you to max that out.
I love that.
Unless you bought guns with it, Lynette. You might want to buy Dougie. I'd actually recommend buying Dougie a Christmas present with that and maxing it out.
Well, Doug earlier said he wants you to buy some off ammo for calibers that he probably don't own, because then he's got to go buy a gun. So, I like that. All
right, here's what we got coming up right now, and it's going to be short. You bet. That's the happy ending story of the week. And by the way, Clay, Wells Fargo.
Nasty person.
I love we have that queued up, just waiting.
Thank you, President Trump. We are not getting rid of that ever. Okay, so here's the happy ending. It comes to us from Philadelphia, PA, the city of brotherly love. And this doesn't tell you about the city of brotherly love, nothing will. A woman returned to her apartment during the early morning hours of July 16th to find 4 strangers inside. Thankfully, the woman was armed, so when the burglars confronted her, she drew and shot 2 of the 4. That's pretty good. You're under stress, you get 2 out of 4, right, Clay?
Perfect. I'll take that every day.
The other 2 that she missed, they took off running like some scared chickens. Police found one man outside on the ground with gunshot wounds to his right arm and right leg. The other wounded suspect was found a little farther away. Both men faced burglary and related offense charges when released from the hospital. Obviously, they didn't find the other ones, but happy ending. 4 burglars. She nailed 2 of these scumbags. They took off. Nothing happened to her. No charges, as they shouldn't be, even in the city of brotherly lefticism. And nice job using your Second Amendment rights to make a happy ending for us here up in North Dakota.
Perfect. You know, I had a text come in here that not on here. It says, "Hey, you guys ought to make happy ending T-shirts."
Yeah, we should just have like a pistol and then something. Yeah. Oh, there we go. She's in the hot tub. I see she sent a text, a Snapchat. I think her and Dougie, they're listening in the hot tub out there.
She's in the hot tub. She's hot around the
F-bomb Wells on that. I have a 0 balance just holding it for credit using their ass. Yeah, perfect, Lynette.
So, all right. Well, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot left for tonight.
No, I don't either. Let's do a little gold star we got from Axe.
Oh,
perfect.
There we go. Thanks, Axe. Appreciate that. Oh, maybe he hit that by accident because he's in the hot tub with Lynette. I don't know. I mean, he sent this earlier, and maybe that has something to do with it.
Oh, just one? You didn't get the one where you had 4 of them there? Yeah. Oh, there you go. There we go. We got the eggplant and the gold star. That's perfect. I love it.
Yeah. So Friday we'll be on Mitchell in the Morning with Todd, 8:15 Central, 7:15 Mountain. We got some I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about the wild pigs. I actually got asked about that today, and yes, I've got some information on that, and I think we'll talk a little bit about that on there, and then
like wild pigs. What are you talking about, Clay? Elaborate just a little more. Don't give them the whole spiel.
Elaborate a little more. There might be a few of those them crazy hogs running around up north. And
they don't like winter though.
They'll never come down. Oh, but if they breed with domestic pigs. Anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about that on Friday.
We got some other good outdoors ones too.
And of course, the game fish and mismanagement, they're on the wrong side of this as far as I'm concerned.
And we're going to hey, Clay, November just passed. We're going to give everybody an update. Did we keep the streak of 1 million guns per month?
I hope so.
I hope you got to tune in Friday and check that out. And we've got a couple other ones on there too. Yep. We got some good stories for Todd, so it's going to be fun.
Yep, it should be a good time, and I'm looking forward to it. And again, tune in to 5:50 a.m. radio, and that's at 8:15 Central, 7:15 Mountain. I know a lot of guys. They keep telling me, "Hey, we love it because we listen to it when we're driving to work around here." So I'm glad to hear that.
And if you don't like AM, Clay, 99.7 FM, and of course we're going to be live on iHeart, and Clay multicast that baby to Facebook and YouTube. You do that on Rumble too, then, Clay? Are you doing that on there now too? Okay.
Yep, I'm doing that on there too.
So yeah, if you want to see pretty faces, you can go ahead and get on there and watch Clay and I do that do that simulcast.
I have to bring this
way.
guy back if you want that. There's just no other way to do it.
Yeah.
Kind of cocky
old
there.
pictures on yeah, you do old pictures on the guys, yeah, man. It makes you almost depressing when you look at yourself.
Now you're like, what the hell happened?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and then of course we got our live stream every Wednesday night, 6:00 Mountain Time PM and 7:00 PM Central Time, right here wherever you're listening, and of course everything uploads to iHeart and every other podcasting platform out there, pretty much. So
iHeart's the best, so
iHeart's the best, even though they're kind of commie too.
Yeah, well, hey, at least they don't kick us off.
That's right, they don't kick us off at 550. So yeah, we're happy to be on there, but. And who knows? That might turn into something different. If you like the show, if you like either show, let us know. If you like the K-Fire show, give them a holler, guys, and let them know. They like to hear the feedback. They truly do. So give them a holler.
Yeah, because if we're not on there, and everybody, that's when everybody like, what the hell happened to Guns in the 701? Well, because nobody said they're right. I do hear it. I know Dougie's he's eggplanting hard there, man. Thanks, Waylon. Good show, guys. He said, good show, guys. Thanks, Waylon. Appreciate that, man. I'm gonna try to get over there and get some of them raffle tickets. Waylon's got some, man, without looking.
I should put those up. Just
raffle.
A second here. I don't remember if we got that one, but there's a couple different ones here. Is this
I got to get over to Acton.
This is the Hebron Wildlife and Gun Club. That's still going on.
Yep.
Text Travis at 701-690-1611. Doe that must be harvested during the 2023 North Dakota youth hunting. So youth hunting's over. Have a valid North Dakota license. They're basically having a deal, 2 divisions, boys and girls, and then they're going to be determined by the picture that most the most likely.
Got to have your tag on the deer though.
Yep. Voting ends December 15th. So yeah, I think you can still go ahead and send that in.
Absolutely. Because what can they win, Clay? Right?
300
Bantam, right?
Yep, Bantam 308 Winchester. So absolutely,
Just,
definitely worth it.
A hair behind that 223 in God's cartridge list. So.
In God's cartridge, and then the other one we got coming up here is G&T Catering. There's a supper at the Hammer Down.
Yeah,
they're doing ribs, cornbread, pasta, and potato salad. $20 a plate. December.
That's
15th.
a good deal, really.
Oh heck yeah, and that's right there in Carson, North Dakota. 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Yeah, fun time there. And of course, D&T does that's some good food, guys. That big smoker they got. Oh yeah, you can't. It's Dylan Fuchs and Trappist Brenner, and they have just fantastic food. They catered our Farm Bureau meeting this year, and they've done. Oh, they do the Grant County Fair every year too. So $20 a plate, guys. December 15th, up in Carson, 5:30 Mountain Time until gone. So get there.
Is it hog ribs?
I imagine that's what they do.
I was going to say, did Daryl supply them, the head of the Farm Bureau?
Probably not.
Whoa, Daryl. That's weak shit, buddy.
But in all fairness, was he asked? I don't know. So
he was probably out in D.C.
I think next year what we're planning to do is when we're at the Grant County Fair with our Farm Bureau is was talked about. I thought Jody Fuchs was actually kind of joking about it, but we're going to try to buy one of those kids' fair hogs. And that's what we're going to roast a whole hog then at our annual meeting in November, September, whenever we
awesome.
I think that'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Do a hog roast with one of the animals that actually was at the fair that we were up there supporting. So yeah, I love the idea.
If you listen Friday, we might have a free hog.
Yeah.
There you go, Wayland. Mandam Baseball Club raffle. 600 tickets, 30 guns, $50 each.
There you go. Perfect.
Wayland works at the service department. I think it's parts department at River City Marine.
Okay.
Best looking guy at the counter, so you'll know who you are when you walk in.
Waylon, when are you drawing? Because I don't know when I'll get up there next. Hopefully I'll be up there in a couple of weeks. But before
don't forget my hoodie, and you got to get your speakers out of my garage.
Yeah, I know them things are still in there. So I told them I got to get up there. So you know what, Jamie? If I have to, I'll just make a damn trip up there.
Perfect.
So yeah. Anyway, I'd take one of them tickets, Waylon. I don't know when I can get up there. I guess if nothing else, Jamie's okay. He could pick it up, and I can.
Yeah, I can grab it.
Power. So anyway, I'll definitely get one to support you guys. I like winning guns, so why not? Right?
Yeah, I mean, I win every raffle I'm in too, so it's.
And I want to remind everybody hit our website www.kfireradio.com. GunsIn701.com. Everything's on there. We
A
usually
lot of
upload
Christmas
things.
briefs on there for
A
people.
lot of
Clay.
Christmas. Hit the store, guys. We got stuff in our on our
Koozies, hats,
shelves.
T-shirts. Yeah.
We got things in stock right now. So, no, Brian, we have not drawn. So, here update on the Farm Bureau one. We're not sold out. But my plan is next week I'm heading down to pick the gun back up from A&A Engraving. Had a little extra work done there. I should have that back. And then I think we're going to probably draw the week in between Christmas and New Year's. And I don't know, we're going to try to put that on Facebook or something. We're going to, if nothing else, we'll video it.
Hey, Clay, you can do it
draw
freaking live, man. You can do it live.
We can do it right here, can't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
We could do that. There you go. See, good thing I got Jamie here. God dang it.
Yeah. You know.
Anyway, so we'll get to
work
and we'll get a
together,
winner.
man.
So, and yes, I have tickets in there. I'm going to buy tickets. That's a cool gun. I'd like to win it. So I have my tickets. A lot of
Hunting
people
caliber.
do. Hunting caliber, 30-06 Noreen from 1760 Sports, guys. So, and next year we're gonna have a really nice gun. We're going back to our fancier guns, a little something different. But
I thought that was pretty fancy this year. Actually.
it is. It was a hard sell, though. I ain't gonna lie. It was a hard sell this year.
Too many FUDs up here.
I had a lot of people tell me when people knew what it was.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I got to get a ticket. Most people looked at it as just another AR. It's like, no, this ain't just another AR. Axe word that. So you'll love this. We had a guy that had 50 tickets out and turned them back in and didn't sell one, and that kind of pissed me off. If he wasn't going to sell, wish he wouldn't have took them. So it wasn't none of you guys. They just was like, really, you're part of this organization. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it.
Not a one.
No,
okay, that's
not a one. He didn't buy one himself. You freaking kidding me? So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go down that road.
Yeah.
So put it this way, our next Farm Bureau meeting, we'll be discussing it. So anyway, so I got another extra 50. So that now leaves me with, I think, 70 tickets left. We were down to about 20 left. So if we don't sell them out, we don't sell them out. Not a big deal. We still have sold more than we did last year because we only sold 400 tickets. We've sold over 400. So I'm happy with it. Everyone's happy. But yeah, Axe, we still got some. If you want some, anyone needs some, get a hold of me, guys. Everyone, you can email me at guns@gunsIn701.com. That's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me, and I can get you tickets. So with that.
And, one quick thing, Clay. Hey, tune in, check out our social media, Facebook, YouTube Monday, because I guarantee you're going to see a good self-defense test with some gel.
Oh, yeah.
And probably some other entertaining kind of things that we're going to do out at the old Axel Honda. Not going to be the rock range. It's going to be at a little lower elevation.
The other one.
We've done some stuff there. And hey, if I get my lower put together on that grundle, we might actually try that out. But I think that's going to be the next weekend when I'm up at my dad's ranch. But yeah, you guys want to see some ballistics gel 223 tests, check out Facebook, YouTube. And if Clay can get that sucker up on Rumble, we'll get it up on there. It's not going to be too long. If it's not going to be under a minute, because I can cut it up for that, but it's probably going to be like a 2-3 minute video. So
I can say that pretty much anything you upload to YouTube, then that automatically uploads to our Rumble channel. So that part we got down automatically. Okay. So that's good.
Automatic. All right. I like that.
Automatic.
Hey, Clay, get out there and do some hunting and shoot some guns.
Shoot some guns, eat some beef, eat some lamb, eat every critter you can out there, guys. Support your farmers, ranchers, hunters, shooting. Do it all. Get out there because, trust me, the other side's working against us every second, every minute, every hour, every day, all year long. So let's battle that and show them that we're not going to take it lying down. So absolutely get out there doing some hunting and shooting and buy some guns. Hey. I can't think of a better way to celebrate Christmas than buy a gun, right?
A lot of guns, a lot of gun deals out there, guys and gals. I can tell you that right now. There's not a better time to buy a gun than right now.
Perfect. All right, with that, we will see everybody on the radio Friday morning, 8:15 Central, 7:15 Mountain, and of course every Wednesday night right here at 6 o'clock Mountain Time and 7 o'clock Central. Again, thanks, guys. Keep your powder dry and tune in for the next show. See y'all later.